welcome to my channel. My name is Mireya, and if you are new, I hope you hit that subscribe button down below. I post a new video up every Sunday, and right now that the holidays are around, I have been posting two times a week on this channel and my vlog channel. If you are looking for a last minute do-it-yourself couple costume, you're in the right spot. Today I am going to show you guys how to create DIY costumes that can be for any couple, whether it's your husband, boyfriend, sister, best friend, and a lot of my costumes are gender neutral. Like, even if it's two boys, two girls, a boy and a girl, you know, I feel like you could wear anything you want on Halloween. It doesn't even matter. A lot of the costumes that I have dressed up as are boys or men, and I just think that makes it really fun. So I am gonna be showing you guys costumes that me and Irving have done in the past, and it just kind of helps that he likes Halloween and he likes dressing up, so it makes it really easy to, you know, just come up with a fun idea, and he's always down for my ideas. I also like to make them funny, and I feel like that's why a lot of the reason he doesn't mind, and we've come up with a lot of these ideas together, and all of them are DIY. So I'm going to be showing you guys on the screen a picture of what we actually wore. I also still have a lot of the pieces. These are costumes that we've worn throughout the years, so I still have a lot of the pieces, which I'm going to show you in this video how I made them, what I used, what I bought, just how to make these costumes, and it's really inexpensive. A lot of the stuff I get at thrift stores, I DIY it, whatever, you know, taking things that you have already and DIYing them and turning them into something fun. So I am gonna put the costumes on the screen, like pictures of what we have, because I do have pictures of all of our costumes. But before this intro gets way too long, let's get right into the video. So I'm going to be looking down at my phone for reference because I have all of the pictures, but I'm also going to display them for you guys so you guys can see better. The first costume that I'm going to start with is when me and Irving dressed up as Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. Now, I like to make things funny. You guys can do this for any costume. Flip the roles. So Irving dressed up as Little Red Riding Hood, and I dressed up as a Big Bad Wolf. So we literally DIY'd this costume. So starting with the basket, we just went to a thrift store and purchased this basket at 25 cents, which Irving carried around with, I don't even know what in it. But we also found this little rag at the thrift store, which is just like a plaid rag that kind of looks like a picnic. So this was 25 cents. I think this was probably like 25 cents. And then he carried this around the party, you know, as his little basket. He dressed up as Little Red Riding Hood, which is a girl's costume that, this is actually my sister's. Gavi, if you were looking for this, I still have it. So we borrowed it from Gavi. He just wore a wig that he already had in his, you know, in his closet. So the plaid shirt that I wore in my costume was literally so perfect. Like, I don't know where Irving got this from. Let's see what brand it is. Hollywood Tailwear, and this is actually an extra large, but he didn't want this flannel anymore, and it actually has this like really cool patch on it that says Hollywood Cabins Big Bear Mountain, which I thought just made like the cutest little touch. Anyways, this is an extra large, so again, if you don't have like a flannel that you don't care about, you can actually just crop it up, tear it up. You can easily pick a similar flannel at like a thrift store. Look in the men's section. Irving let me cut up one of his. I cut it up so it looked all like ripped and stuff. I cut it at the bottom so that, you know, it just looked old and ripped. And then this is the top that I wore, and then I just paired it with some shorts that are from like Hollister, because this costume we wore like years ago. I bought these ears, which I think are wolf ears. I'm not exactly sure. I just added this fur to them though to make them look a little bit more fluffy. And then I also bought some brown gloves from Walmart, which were $1, and then I just glued it. I glued everything. I bought this material at Joann. I'm not exactly sure what it's for, but I bought like a little piece of it, and it was so inexpensive. So I made myself a tail. I just folded it up. I made the, you know, the end look like a corner, and then you could even like filled it up with like cotton or something to make it look more. Mine is just kind of flat, and then I just put like one of these little pins at the end so that I could pin it to myself. And then the gloves, like I said, I bought this fabric at Joann Fabrics, and then I just glued it to some brown gloves, and then I cut the fingers off of them so that it could look a little more fun. Costume number 2 was Dumb and Dumber. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that movie, but it's one of our favorite movies, and again, it's two boys, so that just kind of makes it funny for me and Irving to do that costume. We could not find the orange suit for anything. Like, we went to thrift stores, we could not find it. So what we ended up doing is we dyed white clothes, and we bought a white suit, which we were able to find, and we just dyed it with some orange dye, which you could get at Hobby Lobby. I was lucky enough to find this pastel blue suit at a thrift store in my size. It was like a girl's suit. So the suit that I got is by the brand Rampage. This used to be a store in the mall, and here it is. I think it was probably like $10 for the both pieces. It came in my size. It was literally one of those things where it was just so perfect. I could not find a blue hat, so I just took this little hat. I think it's like a witch hat that you can find at like any Halloween store. I just bought some blue fabric, and then I just lined it all up so that, you know, it'd be like a cute little hat to wear. And then we also got these like wooden rods that we just painted. We got those at Joann Fabrics too. They're super inexpensive, like 25 cents or something like that. And then my friend Erin gave me this wig. She was working at Menards at the time. She got this super cheap. We ended up chopping it up so that it could look like the hair that I think his name is Floyd. It's Floyd and Lloyd, right? I think. I don't know. I like chopped it up, and it was just a funny costume. And then Irving did find a orange hat. His was thrifted. And yeah, that was it. We just kind of had a lot of fun with that costume. The next costume we have was probably one of my favorites. We dressed up as we were the little boy scout and the grandpa. Irving had the tweed jacket already. He just wore like a suit, a white button-up, a bow tie, and we borrowed the stick from a friend and then bought some tennis balls and then put it under, you know how he had it in the movie. And then I just printed out a house. Like in the picture it looks like it's actually like a 3D house. If you just Google like the up house, it will come up, and then you just print it like the biggest you can get it. That was the biggest size that I could get it, but I just think it looked really cute. And then I bought some balloons and from the party store, and you know they have to have helium so that they could fly up. And then that was Irving's. For my costume, I wore some combat boots that I had already. So I had a lot of my costume already: the yellow shirt, the brown pants, the socks, and then the combat boots. The only thing that I had to buy for my costume was the hat. I bought it on eBay. If you just search yellow hat, even Amazon I'm sure has it. And that was I think $10. I tied a orange scarf around my neck, and then I carried a brown backpack that I already had as well, and then just kind of put some random things on it that kind of looked like it was like woodsy stuff. Found a little butterfly catcher or whatever it is. I did DIY another piece, so the little sash with the buttons on it. If you search on Google like up Boy Scout pins, this blog, I don't remember her name, but I'm sure it'll still come up. She had all of his listed on a sheet, and I just printed them and cut them out and then just placed them on this little sash that I wore. I just literally glued it. I also printed the little logo and I put it on the hat, and I also put it on my shirt, and that was it for our up costume. Costume number 4 was another really kind of simple one with stuff we already had at home. I had this tutu. I feel like every girl probably owns a tutu, and I just wore a white lace shirt. I ended up putting lipstick to make it look like blood all over me and Irving. We were like zombie bride and groom. He had that mask already, and I carried black roses around, and then his shirt, I just like white shirt. I made him wear a bow tie, and then I just put some blood on it, and this is just another super simple. That veil, I'm not exactly sure. My sisters recently had gotten married, and we actually happened to have it. I think we used it for like a bachelorette or something, so that one was really cute. This next costume again is probably top 3 of my favorites, as you guys seen it in the thumbnail. We dressed up as Miss Piggy, which couldn't be like a more perfect costume for me, and then Irving dressed up as Kermit the Frog, and he carried like a little tea mug around, which I just thought was really cute. So Irving had all of the pieces as well. He just happened to have, you know, a black suit and a black shirt, and then I made the green bow for him. We got some gloves for him at Walmart. He found the Kermit the Frog hat at either like Hot Topic or one of those stores in the mall like Spencer's, and then his shoes, he wore green fuzzy socks, and then like I said, he just carried around a coffee or tea mug around just to make it look funny. And then I wore a pink skirt that I had already, a white top, and I bought the set of Miss Piggy nose, ears, and tail at a Halloween store, you know, those pop-up Halloween stores, and then I just paired it with high heels. And then I also bought myself a boa, and I think I got this too at like a Halloween store. And then here's my tail. I can't find the ears, but I do have here the tail, my boa, and then I also just bought these gloves again at a Halloween store. The next costume that I feel like everybody could probably do is cowboys. Irving just wore a brown shirt, a vest, a hat, some boots. I wore some cowboy boots, which I do already have in my closet, a pair of shorts, and a plaid shirt that I tied up, and then I wore a bandana tied up all cute, and that's another kind of, you know, easy DIY costume that you really don't have to buy anything. The next costume that I have, we dressed up as cowboys and Indians, but this was like my early stages where I just bought an Indian costume, which was $50. So as you can tell, after then, I just kind of stopped buying costumes. Irving paired it with leather shorts, boots, a shirt that he like just tied up, and then he wore a scarf and a hat. I actually added the feathers to my little hat thing to make it look cuter. So I think it came with like a little bit of them and you really couldn't see them. And then I wore feather earrings. Do you guys remember when the feather earrings were in style? Because I remember I had them. Moving on to the last costume, me and Irving dressed up as Danny and Sandy from Grease. That is one of my favorite movies. This was another costume that was just last minute. We just kind of put it together. I wore black high-waisted pants. I had a leather jacket, a black crop shirt, and then I wore red lipstick. I just curled my hair, and then Irving like curled his hair. He made a little like, what are those called? Like chinito, like right here. And he wore a leather shirt, a white tank top or a white t-shirt, and then black pants and black shoes. I just think that costume is so cute because I love Grease. To walk around with like a fake cigarette in my mouth, and I just thought it was really cute. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what costume you think is the best, and let me know if you're dressing up this year. I'm not sure if me and Irving are dressing up this year, but I do have some ideas, so you should definitely follow me on like my social and see what we do decide this year. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy it. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye. Is it recording? You can't even see my ears. I have to be like all the way back here, like. Okay guys, I might even just like kneel like this. Oh, I'm just too hot. Alright, I'll be right back. Memory card is full. It's flashing at me. 0 minutes. Cool, thanks.